His method is brutal. His weapon is the beat. And his latest tracks are about to blow your mind. If he likes the way you move, he decides the way you dance.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ferry Corsten. This is Corsten's Countdown.
Yo, welcome to Corsten's Countdown, number 397, with me, Ferry Corsten. Thanks for tuning in. Corsten's Countdown is a chart show where you are in control of the music, because right after this show, you can vote for your favorite track of this episode via corstenscountdown.com. As you know, your vote is very important and you will help to decide which 3 tracks I'm going to play again next week in the Corsten's Countdown Top 3. So don't forget it, your vote does count.
Last week's Corsten's Countdown Top 3.
Before we start with the show, it's time first for a quick overview of the Corsten's Countdown Top 3 of last week.
3.
Last week at number 3, the Flashover mix of Back to Paradise by myself, Ferry Corsten, together with singer-songwriter Harris.
2.
At number 2 last week, Skyscraper by Bruce Cullen.
1.
And we had a new number 1 last week, and that was 38 Weeks, my collaboration with Chicane and Lisa Gerard. And do we find that one again at number 1 this week, or do we have a new number 1? Well, make sure you stay tuned, because at the end of this episode, I will tell you which tracks made it into this week's Corsten's Countdown Top 3. As always, I've selected lots of great new tracks for you for this week's show. In the next hour, you can listen to new music from Ilan Bluestone, M.I.K.E, and today I have a new remix from Panache by Airbase as well. And in a bit, you can listen to another track from my upcoming Hello World EP. This week's listener's choice is a trance track from 2003, made by a well-known UK-based DJ producer. And the remix that I'm going to play for you guys also comes from a producer that used to live in the UK. Any guesses which track I'm talking about here? Well, make sure you stay tuned, because I'm going to play this week's listener's choice for you in about 45 minutes. If you use Twitter, then don't forget to follow and use the hashtag Corsten's Countdown during the show, so you can stay up to date about everything regarding Corsten's Countdown. Alright guys, it's time for the music. The first track in the show today is called You and Me, and that's a new production by Max Vangeli.
There's no stopping him. Corsten's Countdown. Are you ready to dance? Dance.
You
is what you've been waiting for. It will take more than just the skills. He knows the score. He brings you the latest and the best. Corsten's Countdown.
You just heard Rapture, a new track from Tim Mason. Next one up, another track from my upcoming Hello World EP. Part 1 of this EP will be out in a few weeks on February 23rd via Flashover Recordings. And for this track, I worked together with singer-songwriter Angelika V. Here it is, V-1 by Ferry Corsten and Angelika V.
Corsten's Countdown. Exclusive.
The unknown is what we're afraid of. So hard to close the doors of doubt. When we reach in our dreams, sometimes we stumble down, and sometimes we fall, but I feel safe. We're together now.
This is Corsten's Countdown.
wasting candles. Light it up and watch it burn. Go it until you return. Light it up and watch it burn. Wasting candles.
Always on the beat. There's no stopping him. Let the music carry you. Bring that beat back. Corsten's Countdown.
This was Washing Castles by Johan Vilborg featuring Cristina Soto, and I played the Klingle remix for you guys. Up next, an upcoming release on Anjunabeats from Mr. Ilan Bluestone. This is Tesseract.
Hey, this is Ilan Bluestone and you are listening to my new track here on Corsten's Countdown.
DJ who operates above the law, above the law, above the law.
Corsten's Countdown.
Please don't forget to vote for your favorite track of this show via CORSTEN'S.com. Your vote is very important and you can help to decide which tracks will make it into the weekly Corsten's Countdown Top 3. You just heard Gardream, and that's a new track by Ariel and Danilo. You are listening to Corsten's Countdown, number 379, with me, Ferry Corsten. Please make sure to check out ferrycorsten.com for more info about me, all my tour dates and everything regarding Corsten's Countdown. And of course, very important, the free weekly Corsten's Countdown podcast. The next track in the show is an upcoming release on Flashover Trance. This is the Willem remix of Panache by Airbase.
Corsten's Countdown. Exclusive. Corsten's Countdown, your number one dance show.
Hi, this is Mike Push, and you're listening to my new track on Corsten's Countdown.
You just heard Confession, and that's a new track from the hands of M.I.K.E, together with Canberra. Alright, it's time for the listener's choice of this week, and this week we go back to the year 2003. In that year, UK-based DJ producer Lange released his track Sincere under his Firewall alias, and that one got remixed by Andy Perring, who you might know better as Pulsar. And that remix got requested via Twitter by Christopher from Silicon Valley in California in the USA. Here it is, this week's listener's choice, the Pulsar remix of Sincere by Firewall.
Corsten's Countdown, listener's choice. This is Corsten's Countdown. Corsten's Countdown. Top 3.
Alright, it's time to announce the results of last week's voting. This is the Corsten's Countdown Top 3. At number 3, the Rowen remix of Monster by M.I.K.E. featuring Alina Ranea.
3.
just heard this week's number 2. This was Tama by Extravagance SL.
It's time to vote right now.
Alright guys, the voting for this week's show is open now. You can now vote for your favorite track of this episode via CORSTEN'SCountdown.com. And of course you can also vote via the Ferry Corsten app, which you can download for free via ferrycorsten.com/app. Alright guys, it's time to announce this week's number 1, and we have a new number 1 again this week. The track that got a massive amount of votes from you guys is Tonka, another track taken from my upcoming Hello World EP. Thank you all again for the support, much appreciated. And thank you all for tuning in as well. Please don't forget to vote, and until next week. Later.
1.